Hello, I'm David from Larkin. I'm here to resume my game of Skyrim. I'm going to play today from now until 2 p.m. and continue my campaign to rid the northwest corner of the map from quest arrows. I've taken down a few, but quite a few remain. Now, I'm here right now in town in solitude, having recently sold a fair amount of stuff, enough so that I feel like I can continue. I'm going to go to the west and clear out all these arrows, and then move south, grab these guys. Actually, before I go south, I could go to Markarth and check out the abandoned house. So I'll go west down here to Rorikstead here and grab these guys, and west to Markarth, and then I'll be in a position to go back east somewhere. So that will be my overall trajectory, my projected course. Before I start with that, I'll begin, of course, with a reading. I'll read today The Bear of Markarth and The City of Stone. The Bear of Markarth, The Crimes of Ulfric Stormcloak, by Arianus Arias, Imperial Scholar. Ulfric Stormcloak is considered a hero by many for his part in quelling the Forsworn uprising. It is said that when the Empire abandoned Skyrim and the natives of the Reach rebelled, undoubtedly due to the Nords' poor treatment of them, Ulfric Stormcloak and his militia were there to retake their land from the Forsworn. In all the bravado and epic yarns of Skald composed of his exploits, you would think Ulfric to be a giant of a man, equal to that of Tiber Septim in his cunning leadership and decisive action. But the truth is far more revealing. Yes, from the Fourth Era, 174 to 176, the Forsworn did in fact rule over the Reach as an independent kingdom from Skyrim. Yet this was accomplished while the Empire was beset by Aldmeri Dominion forces and could not send the Legion to re-establish order. And yes, Ulfric Stormcloak did quell the rebellion without Imperial assistance. That much is true. But the bards often fail to tell their stories that the Forsworn kingdom was quite peaceful for those 2 years they were in power. True, some crimes were committed against former Nord landowners, often those accused of being the harshest towards their native workers, but on the whole the Forsworn ruled their lands fairly, and were making overtures to be recognized by the Empire as a legitimate kingdom. In the wake of the aftermath of the Great War, you can imagine the backlog and stately matters the Empire had. Before a peace treaty could be resolved with the Forsworn, a militia led by Ulfric Stormcloak seized the gates of their capital, Markarth. What happened during that battle was war. What happened after the battle was over is nothing short of war crimes. Every official who worked for the Forsworn was put to the sword, even after they had surrendered. Native women were tortured to give up names of Forsworn fighters who had fled the city or in the hills of the Reach. Anyone who lived in the city, Forsworn and Nord alike, were executed if they had not fought with Ulfric and his men when they breached the gate. You are with us, or you are against Skyrim, was the message on Ulfric's lips, as he ordered the death of shopkeepers, farmers, the elderly, and any child old enough to lift a sword that had failed in the call to fight with him. So when a grateful empire accepted Ulfric's victory and sent soldiers to reestablish the rule of law in the Reach, it was no surprise he would demand to be allowed to worship Talos freely before the Legion could enter. With chaos running through the streets of Markarth and the horse of death rising every day, the Empire had no choice but to grant Ulfric and his men their worship. We allowed them to worship Talos in full violation of the White Gold Concordat with the Aldmeri Dominion, which recognizes the Elven belief that Talos, as a human, cannot be one of the divines, and jeopardizing the treaty that so many sacrificed for during the Great War. The Empire was wrong. But what choice did they have, I ask you? Against the Bear of Markarth, Ulfric Stormcloak, no is not an answer. That I read in advance. This one I did not quite have time to read in advance. The City of Stone. The City of Stone, A Self-Sort Guide to Markarth, by Amanda Leah, Mercenary. If you're cutting your corners across Skyrim, you'll want to point your blade towards Markarth, the capital city of the Reach. There's no end of trouble in the city of stone, and that means plenty of ways for you to earn your supper. Your selfish instinct should point you towards the wealthiest patron with the fattest persons to work for, but you need to mind yourself during your resting hours. Markarth isn't like your Whiterun, where mercenary companies like the Companion make a sellsword an honored professional. No, Markarth has his own rules the natives aren't going to just tell you. Lucky for you, old Miss Aaliyah here to shine the torchlight over your thick skulls. First thing you notice in City Stone is the stone. They say dwarves cut out the city from the mountain, and maybe they did by the look of it, but it really means that the whole place is vertical and the streets are really cliffs. Long story short, be careful when you've got a belly full of mead. When you enter the city proper, you'll immediately hit the market. The merchants usually sell food and jewelry on the street. The meat is the preferred ration. The craggy rocks of the area make for poor farming land. And silver is what's used to make most of all. And silver is what's used to make most of all the rings and necklaces you might buy. And thanks to a large silver mine in the city, we'll get to that in a bit. Whatever you do, don't ask the Markarth city god about anything. They're about as helpful as an angry frost-eyed spider while you're caught in his web. And if you mention anything about the Forsworn to them, they might spit in your eyes. Speaking of the Forsworn, these well-abandoned women will be your main source of income while you're in Markarth. The Jarl almost always has a bounty on a Forsworn leader or another, and if you don't mind going blade to axe with someone 2 steps short of a pint of ale, it's steady work. The Silverblood Inn is where you want to head. The Silverblood is where you want to head into after seeing the market. Drinks are, as usual, watered down, and judging by the metallic taste, the water from the river that runs through the city's smelter district. What's important here is getting a room to stay in. You won't find any friendly faces to con your way into a cheap place to stay in Markarth. The natives don't trust strangers, so save yourself the trouble and put down your coin to rent a real room. As you spend a day recovering from travel, you'll see that Markarth is divided in 2 sides with a big crag in the center. The part with a big river running through it is called the riverside, the other is called the dry side. The riverside is where the smelter and native workers live, so don't bother going there. Instead, head directly to the dry side, talk to local Northern nobles, and see what problems you can start solving at the highest rate. 2 major places to see are the Temple of Dubella and Sidna Mine. The temple rests on top of the central crag. A good place to go if you're on good terms with the divines, but be warned the priestesses of Dubella don't allow men into their inner sanctum. So don't go crashing down in there uninvited unless you want a short trip to a long fall. Sidna Mine, the place where all the silver comes from that I mentioned before, but it's also the jail. Markarth uses prisoners to mine the ore, and there's a lot of it, so don't get caught doing something illegal. In the city, will be hauled down there to dig. Apparently, the whole place is owned by one of the big families in the city, the Silverbloods. Notice the inn is named after them? Oh, keep yourself sort of eye open for hits like that. I tried a meeting with the head of the Silverblood family to see if they had any work, but got to their minds and the blood rush, I became a mercenary for them. Something to keep in mind for yourself if you're thinking of staying a few months. The final place to talk about here is Understone Keep, the home of the Jarl and Markarth. It's a fancy palace like any other, assuming your palace is built underground. What you need to know is the city underneath. What you need to know is the city underneath the keep. That's right, there's another city below Markarth, one of the old dwarven ruins. They sometimes have expeditions in the ruins that make for a good job guarding the scholars, maybe lifting a few stones here and there. If you're lucky, you might come across one of those old dwarven machines, and you can bring back a souvenir after you're done breaking it apart. Alright, Mr. Lee's hand is getting tired, and that means this guide is done. Last piece of advice, don't call trouble in Markarth. Don't start fight, don't stop fight, don't take your head anywhere without someone from the city paying you for it, because believe me, no one in Markarth wants you there. Make your goal, drink your meat, see what's there to see, and move on. Nothing changed in the city of stone, and that is just fine. Alright, we're ready to embark. There's one more quest to mop up here in Solitude. And I'm also going to pay a visit to the Bard College that happens to be here in order to train up my speechcraft. When I'm done with my city visits, I head out west to mop up the arrows.
what do we have here? Let me guess. By your scent, I'd say you were from the guild. But that can't be true, because I told Mercer I wouldn't deal with them anymore.
I'm here about Golden Glow Estate.
I don't deal in land or property. Now, if you're looking for goods, you've come to the right person.
You can drop the act now, Gajo Lee.
Oh, wait. Did you say Golden Glow Estate? My apologies. I'm sorry to say I know very little about that bee farm, was it?
You acted as a broker, but as new owner.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't be expected to remember every deal I handle.
Identify the buyer, and we'll forget what we know.
I don't care what you promise. If I tell you the buyer's name and word gets around, it can ruin me.
Give me the buyer's name, or I'll kill you.
Hasn't Mercer Frey taught you people anything? You kill me, and your only contact with the East Empire Company vanishes. That's not smart for business.
What would it take to identify the buyer?
Well, now that you mention it, there is something I've been trying to get my hands on. I have a buyer looking for a case of Firebrand wine. There just so happens to be a single case in the Blue Palace. Bring it to me, and we'll talk about Golden Glow Estate.
Seems enough to steal a case of Firebrand wine.
Being old's not so bad. I'm too old to work, but that don't make me too old to drink.
This stuff is... here. We'll go east.
You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
The finest fish here. Caught daily.
Papa says I won't see Rob here anymore, but he wouldn't tell me why not.
This is the Bard College.
Hello, yes. I'm the Dean of History, and scribe work when I can find some quiet time.
I like training in the art of speech.
Well, you've come to the right place.
So this is the Bard College.
It is. We train the bards you hear throughout the land. Viarmo is the head of the college and in charge of admissions.
Welcome to the
suppose I
Bard's
should return
College.
my papers.
I'm the headmaster here. How may I help you?
I'm looking to apply to the college.
Always a pleasure to meet a prospective bard. You should be aware that many apply, but we accept very few people. When possible, we ask applicants to perform tasks the college needs completed. In this case, I do have a task befitting an aspiring bard.
What do you need me to do?
Elisif has forbidden the burning of King Olaf, a festival put on by the Bard's College. We need to change her mind. To convince her, I want to read King Olaf's verse, a part of the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Unfortunately, the verse was lost long ago.
And that's where I come in.
Yes, according to Giraud, our history's keeper, the portion of the Edda dealing with King Olaf might still exist in Dead Man's Respite. I need you to retrieve the poem.
Why did Elsa forbid the festival?
As you may be aware, Elisif's husband, High King Torig, was recently killed. Elisif mourns her husband deeply, and she feels that a festival that burns a king in effigy is distasteful. I tried to convince her the festival is many centuries old and celebrates solitude, but I need proof. I believe King Olaf's verse will provide that proof.
So what is the Poetic Edda?
I think Giraud here would give you the best explanation of both it and the history of King Olaf's verse. You should speak to him about it.
Has the war affected your college much?
Not much, but as a bard I find the whole affair depressing. There are no heroes in this war, no winners to be had, and no real conclusion. If you want something a bard can dig into, look to the dragons. 1,000 years from now, Skyrim will have changed rulers dozens of times. But the return of the dragons, that story is once in an era.
What do you know about dragons?
Not much, to be honest. Their return was a shock to us all. Gerard Germain has some tomes about them in the library if you're interested. I wish you luck in finding the verse.
My position, Dean of History, actually covers a wide range of subjects. I teach poetry, writing, history, and the finer points of court life. Good to meet a prospective bard.
Viarmo told me. Viarmo said you could tell me about the Poetic Edda.
He's sending you after King Olaf's verse, then. It's good. We shouldn't leave it lying around now that I figured out where it is. The verse was Svafnir's contribution to the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Each bard adds to the Edda in his or her time.
The King Olaf's verse is a lost part of the Edda.
And a very ancient one. The verse criticized the reigning King Olaf. He was so incensed the bard was put to death and all the copies burned. At least, that's what we thought until I translated some ancient texts a year or so ago. We now believe King Olaf buried the truth with the bard. If I'm right, Svafnir and King Olaf's verse lie in Dead Men's Respite, along with the burial chamber of King Olaf himself. Be careful. You might find more than just King Olaf's verse in Dead Man's Respite.
Okay, I gained a level, so I'm gonna go and sleep for an hour. Cash in. Then I'll come back and buy more speechcraft.
A method to your madness, and your madness is the method, and the melody.
Staying safe, I hope.
Seems there's always more to be done.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
youth to the days come and gone, for the age of aggression.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Done.
Merchant can sell any type of item to any kind of merchant. Investor, this is what I'd like to get next, but I need to get 70 speechcrafts first. Can invest 500 gold with a shopkeeper to increase his available gold permanently.
We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we own with our blood.
I'll just wait for I'll just start again tomorrow morning. I'll call it a day.
And our steel we will take back. Car home. Down with the... of kings. On the day of your death we will drink and we'll sing. We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams. Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing. Feel free to make requests.
Is being a bard pay well?
Oh, no. But being surrounded by good music, good drink, and good friends is all I've ever asked for.
What's the word around town?
Generally, if you want rumors, you should talk to Corpulus. That said, I did see a visitor pass through on his way to the Blue Palace.
Don't be a silly girl.
Can I make a request?
Sure. What can I do for you?
Can you play The Dragonborn Comes?
Yes.
That's it. I'm not retiring, ever. End of discussion.
Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you, the Dragonborn comes. With a voice-wielding power of the ancient Nord art. Believe, the Dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware, the Dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed, and the legend yet grows. You'll know the Dragonborn's come.
I'm going back to the Bard College. I'm going to buy more speech, and then I'm going to visit the palace, attempt to steal some wine.
You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
Let me see if this guy has any money.
Seems there's no... The finest weapons and armor.
He does.
Return anytime you need arms or armor.
Still here. I am at your command.
I can now sell anything to any merchant. I'll try to sell him this.
Let's get going then.
Wanderer like you must have plenty of tales to tell. But I'm afraid I'm too busy to hear them.
What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
I can take a few of these. I think you can afford my Headman's Cleaver now. Lydia turned out doesn't want that. I'll leave him with that.
Keep safe, and always wear your armor.
Hello, and welcome, my friend. How may I help you on this fine day?
What have you got for sale?
An archer, eh? I've got just what you need.
He's got money too.
Perhaps I'll be seeing more of you.
And now the wine.
Come on now. What was ever said?
But before that, another 5 points of speech.
Realm, but those tendrils bind our reality together.
wish only to graduate and enroll with the Legion. It's an honor to... Huh?
Good to meet a prospective bard.
I like trading in the art of speech.
Well, we've come to the right place. Be careful. You might find more than just King Olaf's verse in Dead Man's Respite.
I swear to you, unnatural magics are coming from that cave. There are
Please
strange
don't
noises and
interrupt
lights.
the court.
We need someone to investigate.
Please, don't interrupt the court.
To scour the cave and secure the town. Hafingar's people will always be safe under my...
Your Eminence, my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Dragon Bridge is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious nonsense.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction might be called for?
Oh, yes, of course, you were right. Falk, tell Captain Aldous I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragon Bridge.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. What about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Varnius. You can rest easy. You're dismissed. Do you have business with the court?
Here you're looking for some help with Wolf Skull Cave.
You mean the Dragon Bridge issue? I'll be honest with you. I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolf Skull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work.
Why do they call it Wolf Skull Cave?
The cave has a bad history. Long ago, Potema the Wolf Queen used it for necromantic rituals. That's where it got the name. That was over 500 years ago. Nothing much down there now. But everyone's always convinced the cave is haunted.
What will happen to Elsa if the Empire wins the war?
That remains to be seen. By rights, she has a legitimate claim as High Queen of Skyrim. But we must have the support of the other Jarls for that claim to have any meaning. Should they accept her rule, we will have peace.
Did General Tullius respect Elsa?
Of course he does. What sort of a question is that? Maybe you've been listening to Erikr. There's been loose talk among some of the Thanes, and I suspect he's the cause of it. You'll pay those rumors no heed if you wish to retain your welcome in this city. She may be young, but Elisif is the Jarl by right. And here in Skyrim, if nothing else, we respect the traditions of our fathers' fathers. You do well to remember that. Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace is an open forum.
If I needed something from you, you would know it.
What have you got for sale?
I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this.
What's your problem?
Nothing. I'm busy, and I don't like being bothered unless I'm expecting something from you. Oh, don't give me that look. Fine. I suppose I can find some menial task to set your mind on. We have something of a vampire problem. Bodies have been found with blood drained. I know of a den nearby you can wipe out as a precaution.
I'll see what I can do.
I don't expect you to be capable of even that.
Were you there when High King Tarek died?
I was, to my shame. The whole court was in attendance. I've seen much in my time, but that was a gruesome day.
Why was Tarek killed?
Because Ulfric needed a symbol. Someone he could defeat that represented the Empire. The White Gold Concordat, the banning of Talos worship. Torig's father Islot had held Skyrim together for nearly 25 years. When he died, Torig became that symbol.
So the war started when Islot died.
No, even after Islot died, the Moot voted to make Torig High King of Skyrim. But Ulfric was at that Moot, continually talking about Skyrim's independence in terms just shy of treason. I don't think Ulfric knew how much Torig respected him for that. If Ulfric had asked Torig directly to stand up, to declare independence, Torig might have done it.
Why didn't Torig ever declare independence?
Because the Dominion is a sleeping beast that Skyrim cannot slay alone. Because many Nords are part of the Imperial Army even now. Because the food and resources we get from the Empire are important to our people. Because even if we can't openly worship him, Talos the God was once Tiber Septim the man, and this is his empire. And Torig wasn't ready to let it fall apart.
How long have you been the court wizard?
I was a member of the court during the reign of Torig's father. It was Torig who appointed me to the position.
You look very young.
I like to think I've aged well. I'm certainly wiser than I once was, and I know when one should speak, and when one should hold their tongue. Vampires are clever hunters. More clever than you, definitely.
Do you have business with the court?
If you have business, please see Falk Firebeard, my steward.
Why did Ulfric kill your husband?
Because that's what traitorous cowards do when they desire power. Ulfric coveted the High King's throne. He thought he deserved it more than Torig. And so he came before my husband and he shouted. With that terrible voice. Like something out of a legend. Or a nightmare. When Ulfric unleashed such fury, my husband, he simply ceased to be. That is all I will say. For it grieves me to speak of it.
Are you the High Queen of Skyrim?
Not yet, no. Although it is true my husband Torig was the High King, and I am his widow. Now is not the time to lay claim to such a title. This land is riven by war, and her people suffer for it. The Stormcloaks are a blight on Skyrim, and like any blight, must be purged. Only then will I take my rightful place as High Queen.
Do you trust General Tullius?
A question I am all too familiar with. One my very Thanes ask often. They worry that Tullius is so focused on the war that he risks forgetting what's best for our people. The real irony is that, while General Tullius is certainly no Nord, the people of Skyrim would be lost without him. Trust is always difficult, especially for my people. Yet we must trust in Tullius's leadership. For what other choice do we have? Be well. Pray for Solitude and my husband.
Be quick. I have little patience for mundane concerns.
Please. My duty is to keep the Jarl safe, not play nursemaid to you sycophants. Keep your weapon out of your hands, and we'll get along just fine.
Watch your feet. We just clean there.
This would be the wine, then.
Seville Stentor has a grasp of magical theory that I would never have expected from a human, even a Breton. No doubt most folk in Skyrim consider the dragons terrifying. I find them wondrous.
Are you the court wizard?
No, that honor is Seville Stentor's. A smart man steers clear of Stentor, and keeps himself out of the dungeon when she's having a bad day.
What do you mean?
Let's just say that the headsman's axe may not be the worst way for a Solitude jail prisoner to die. Look at that. I've told you to watch your tongue, and mine is waggling. I've said enough.
So what's your job here, Melloran?
I make sure Erica keeps breathing. You are free to leave.
Okay, we're going to go back now. I believe it's the Waking Skeever where this guy hangs around. I'm going to present him with a case of wine and ask what my next move is.
You're that one from the college. Heard about you.
If you need potions, head over to Angeline's aromatics.
I've got a little work if you're interested, traveler. You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
Spearin said you got here just before the execution. Must have been a lovely first sight.
What have you got for sale?
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Come back to bits and pieces anytime.
Oh, let me just drop everything to help you. I don't mind, really.
What have you got for sale?
Clothes and raiment for the discerning customer. Finally.
I'm right behind you. I am sworn to carry your burdens. Lead on.
look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me... It's good to see a fresh face. You wouldn't have happened to come from Whiterun, would you?
What have you got for sale?
Take a look. Don't forget me next time you need herbs and potions.
Alright, now we're going to check in here and finish our business with this guy. He's sometime associated with the Thieves Guild.
I see you have the wine. Hand it over, and we'll talk.
I have the firebrand wine.
Good. Can't have the buyer getting impatient and looking elsewhere for this, can we? Here, take this. I certainly can't use it, but I suppose I need to pay you something for the goods.
You're trying to bribe me now?
Not at all. I consider it an investment in prolonging my life. As far as Golden Glow Estate goes, I'll tell you what I know. I was approached by a woman who wanted me to act as the broker for something big. She flashed a bag of gold in my face and said all I had to do was pay Arangoth for the estate. I brought in the coin and walked away with her copy of the deed.
Did she say why she was doing this?
Not at all. I tend not to ask too many questions when I'm on the job. I'm sure you understand. However, I did notice she was quite angry. It was being directed at Mercer Frey.
That's it? No name or anything?
In this business, we rarely deal in names. Our identity comes from how much coin we carry.
I think you're lying to me.
Look, that's all I know. I never promised you I'd have all the answers. Now, since our transaction is done, I'll be on my way.
I now shadow this guy. Gulam Eye.
The magic.
Actually, maybe I'll just carry my bow. He doesn't say anything more inexpensively. I think you get 30 seconds out of this bow.
Goods and wares of all kinds, and all can be yours.
staying out of this.
Did you hear something?
Oh well, must have run off.
Did you hear something? Just grab.
Does someone live?
Distance.
Does someone live among the dead?
There's guys up here, Ghoul and I. They're gonna make my way.
What was that? What was that? Thought I heard something. Guess it's all clear then.
that? Where are you?
Can't hide from me.
Where'd you go? Are you?
time to end this little game. Gods, another fight.
Death comes for you now.
Lucky dip.
Soon you will know the cold of death. There is no more life.
Someone there?
All over now. Don't even think about it.
Still here. You lead, I'll follow.
Now there's no need to do anything rash. This isn't as bad as it seems. I was gonna tell Mercer about everything, honestly. Please, he'll have me killed.
Tell me first, then I'll decide.
All right. It's Carlia. Her name is Carlia.
You say that name like I should know it.
Mercer never told you about her? Carlia is the thief responsible for murdering the previous guildmaster, Gallus. Now she's after Mercer.
And you're helping her.
Help? No. Look, I didn't even know it was her until after she contacted me. Please, you have to believe me.
Where is Carlia now?
I don't know. When I asked her where she was going, she just muttered, where the end began. Here, take the Golden Glow estate deed as proof. And when you speak to Mercer, tell him I'm worth more to him alive.
Alright, I'm gonna go back here and here and then round them up over to the west. My horse is still waiting outside Solitude, I believe.
You won't leave him alone. Does someone feel soon you will know the cold of death. If I can just
Still here. I am at your command.
She prefers to wear this. 47 versus 47.
You lead, I'll follow.
Alright.
Huh?
Does someone live among the dead? What? No one hides from it.
Tell you what, start running so I can stab you in the
Lying little harlot. That blood ain't mine. Could be anyone's. Won't get one most deceptive from me. Thought I heard something.
I sense presence.
Looks dangerous. Keep your distance.
I've got your back. I am at your command. Lead on.
Really, this place is cleared. I'll spend the night at the inn, the wiki skeever.
Spare some gold for a veteran?
Here, have a gold piece.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Were you really in the army?
What? You see a man falling on hard times, and you think he's been like that forever? I was there. I fought in the Great War. I was on the field at Anvil. And when I was struck down, they left me. You understand? They left me for dead. I didn't leave them. It's best you leave me be.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend.
Heard any rumors lately?
People say there's a man wandering the streets near the Blue Palace. He seems distressed, but he's not making any sense.
What do you got for sale?
Let's sate that appetite, hmm?
I'd like to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. If you need a good room, I can lodge.
Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you the
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
with a voice wielding power. The ancient Nord art. Believe the Dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware, beware, the Dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed, and the legend yet grows. You'll know, you'll know.
Let's see if these merchants have any more money.
Give a holler if you have any questions. Oh, let me just drop everything to help you. I don't mind. Really. Clothes and raiment for the discerning customer. Finally.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake. Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed. My working days are done.
The divines saved me from the streets, and they can save you from your trials as well.
Are you with the Legion?
That I am. Train the recruits. Turn boys into men. That sort of thing. Thinking of asking the General for some training books. Give the soldiers something to do while they're on rest. Something besides drinking. Ever seen a book called The Mirror? We used to hand it out to boys looking to learn basic shield work.
If I find a copy, I'll bring it to you.
Good on you.
How goes the trading?
Their aim could be steadier, but they're battle ready.
Even with that battle with the dragon?
Can any man hope to be ready for a dragon? I can but hone their skills and harden their hearts. The rest is up to the gods.
You were the one presiding over the execution.
Not my finest hour. Rogvir is a fine and honorable man.
Do you think what he did was right?
No, I think he was entirely wrong. Rogvir's execution was justified and necessary. Being honorable might make you a good man, but it doesn't make you right. Be a better world if it did.
Captain, Angela sent me to ask you about her daughter.
Generally, posting information is need to know only.
I think Angela needs to know.
I've been trying to find the time and place to let her know. The daughter was sent to Whiterun. The skirmishes there have been violent. The Whiterun legate, he needed to know the Stormcloak positions. He sent out a party to scout the area. They happened upon a large force. I'm told none of them made it back. Private Morard, Angela's daughter, was in that scouting party. She needs to be told. Concentrate. The battlefield is full of distractions.
I've got a little work if you're interested, traveler. You're passing through Solitude? Maybe you're looking to make some easy gold, yes?
What did you have in mind?
It's easy to find things to sell. Things nobody will miss. Things from underground, or just left lying around in someone's house. I bet the two of us were very alike. So why not take the next step? We can help each other. My sister Deja and I are treasure hunters. We like to collect things.
I'm listening.
I knew you looked like a clever one. With the war, many more ships come through these docks, loaded with weapons and pay, but few people. And they pass through dangerous waters. We have an interest in one of those boats, the Ice Runner. The Solitude Lighthouse will be guiding it in, but if its fire were to go out, the Ice Runner would run aground.
So you want me to put out the lighthouse fire?
What an interesting idea. I think if someone were to do something like that, there would definitely be a certain amount of loot to be shared. Yes, if someone were to put out the lighthouse fire and then meet me on the docks afterwards, I could certainly direct them to that loot.
What happened to the sailors on the boat?
Don't worry about them. We'll make sure they wash up safe. Maybe they'll even pay us for their heroic rescue from their sad crash. It would be best if we spoke little until you've completed your task. You look new. I'm new too.
It's good to see a fresh face. You wouldn't have happened to come from Whiterun, would you? Take a look.
That's the news about your daughter.
You got Aldous to tell you something. I knew you would. What did he say?
Angela, Mrs. Moran, your daughter is dead.
I told her. I told her the Imperial army would kill her. That this was a war of Jarls and Imperial generals, and we had no part in it. She just wouldn't hear it. It was brave of you to come to me with this. I can't thank you for it, not for this. But you have done me a service.
I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all sorts of errands to run.
So I miss this guy.
Wait, hear my plea. My master, he is lost between worlds, and I cannot bring him back.
What do you need?
My master has abandoned me, abandoned his people, and nothing I say can change his mind. Now he refuses to even see me. He says I interrupt his vacation. It's been so many years. Won't you please help?
How can I find your master?
Last I saw him, he was visiting a friend in the Blue Palace. But no one as mundane as a Jarl. No, no. Such people are below him. No, he went into the forbidden wing of the palace to speak with an old friend. Said it had been ages since they had last had tea. Oh, and you'll need the hip bone. It's very important. No entering Pelagius's wing without that.
Why don't you leave your master?
Oh, you just don't understand. Without him, I am not free. Without him, I am doomed. All of his empire shall fall into chaos. Until next time.
I guess they're going to the Blue Palace.
Pardon me.
This'll teach you not to take things that don't belong to you.
Get him! Kill him! Getting out of here!
You'll pay for that!
Fighting!
Does someone
You in the face! Lucky!
All you got?
You're ready to die here!
endless sleep comes for us all? I sense death comes for you now.
At it! At your best! Enough! This is it! Victory's yours! I submit!
Huh?
Keep that magic away from me. Feel free to return to me with questions.
Call yourself a Nord?
Lydia has a... Lydia definitely fights more than she should. Fights more than she should. Lydia fights more than she should.
What happened? Oh, what happened? You're that mage from the college, right? What is it? Your things have finally calmed down over there.
Oh, what happened?
Oh. What happened?
Oh, what happened? I don't abide fancy clothes, but you look like you might. I hear Radiant Raiments has a large selection. What happened?
I'll have to talk to Elsif wearing this stuff to recommend the Radiant Raiment.
Be quick. I have little patience for mundane.
Oh, look at the colors.
You like my outfit?
It's quite fetching, actually. The craftsmanship is excellent.
It was made by Radiant Raiment.
Oh, really? Well, you can tell them that I will be putting in a request for a few dresses quite soon. Be well. Pray for Solitude and my husband.
I have so very many ways to deal with people. Very few of them pleasant.
Watch your feet. We just cleaned there.
Oh, hello. Just tidying up.
I need to get into the Pelagius wing.
Oh, I'd get in trouble for that. It's not allowed. Besides, it's scary in there.
Falk asked me to check it out.
Well, I suppose in that case it's okay to let you in. But only briefly. Be careful and come right back. Don't mess anything up while you're here.
Yeah, this man's master is supposed to have gotten lost in here somehow. I need to find out how.
Right through me. Besides, I have so many things to do. So many undesirables to contend with. Naysayers, buffoons, detractors. Why, my headsman hasn't slept in 3 days.
You are far too hard on yourself, my dear, sweet, homicidally insane Pelagius. What would the people do without you? Dance, sing, smile, grow old? You are the best septum that's ever ruled. Well, except for that Martin fella. But he turned into a dragon god, and that's hardly sport. You know, I was there for that whole sordid affair. Marvelous time. Butterflies, blood, a fox, a severed head, and the cheese to die for.
Yes, as you've said countless times before.
Harumph. Well, then, if you're going to be like that, perhaps it's best I take my leave. A good day to you, sir. I said good day!
Yes, go. Leave me to my ceaseless responsibilities and burdens.
I'm going to take a break now for 5 minutes, which I should have sent it to you before. I'll be back at 12:20. Alright, we're ready to resume.
How rude! Can't be bothered to host an old friend for a decade or two.
Who are you talking to?
Pelagius the Third. Now, surely even you know about Pelagius's decree. On his deathbed, and this was inspired, he forbade death! That's right! Death! Outlawed!
Wait, where are we?
Inside the mind of Pelagius, silly. Oh, is it your first time?
I'm here to deliver a message.
Really? Oh, what kind of message? A song? A summons? Wait, I know! A death threat written on the back of an Argonian concubine. Those are my favorites. Well, spit it out, mortal. I haven't got an eternity. Actually, I do. Little joke. But seriously, what's the message?
I'd ask to retrieve you from your vacation.
Were you now? By whom? Wait! Don't tell me. I want to guess. Was it Molag? No. Little Tim, the Toymaker's son, huh? What? The ghost of King Lysandus? Or was it one? Yes! Stanley, the talking grapefruit from Passwall. Ha ha! Wrong on all accounts, aren't I? Ha! No matter! Honest, I don't want to know. I wrote surprise. But more to the point. Actually think you convince me to leave. Because that's crazy! You do realize who you're dealing with here.
All I know is that your people need you to return.
Oh, pardon me. Or do you see something? I do apologize. It's just that I find myself suddenly and irrevocably bored. I mean, really, here you stand before Sheogorath himself, Daedric Prince of Madness, and all you deem fit to do is deliver a message? How sad.
Does that mean you leave, or not?
Now that's the real question, isn't it? Because honestly, how much time off could a demented Daedra really need? So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave. That's right. I'm done. Holiday complete. Time to return to the humdrum day-to-day. On one condition. You have to find the way out first. Well, good luck with that.
Simple.
Is it? Care to take a look around? This is not, I dare say, the Solitude Botanical Gardens. Any idea where you are? Where you truly are? Welcome to the deceptively verdant mind of the Emperor Pelagius the Third. That's right! You're in the head of a dead, homicidally insane monarch! Now, I know what you're thinking. Can I still rely on my swords and spells and sneaking and all that nonsense? Sure. Or you could use the Wabatak! Huh? Didn't see that coming, did you? Now this is a sad path. Pelagius hated and feared many things. Assassins, wild dogs, the undead, pumpernickel. But the deepest, keenest hatred was for himself. The attacks he makes on himself can be seen here fully. They're always carried out on the weakest part of himself. The self-loathing enhances Pelagius' anger. But his confidence will shrink with every hit. You must bring the two into balance.
Cleared out. Need some. Never should have come here.
What were you doing? Do your worst.
I'll gladly do myself.
That's the best you can do. This is your last mistake! Just give up, you can't win!
You seem to be having a small problem, or perhaps it's a big problem. Maybe down first. Oh, good choice! Well, good for me. I find everyone being out to get you so terribly entertaining. You might find it less so. You see, Pelagius' mother was, well, let us say, unique. Although I suppose, in the grand scheme of things, she was fairly average for a septim. That woman wielded fear like a cleaver. Or did she wield a cleaver to make people afraid? I never get it. Oh, but she taught her son well. Pelagius learned at a very early age that danger could come from anywhere, at any time, delivered. The objective here is simple, you simpleton. Use your Wabacha to defeat the enemy, while they do the same. Your creature doesn't appear to be faring any better than before. Anything strange? You'd never figure it out! With the threat gone, Pelagius is under the delusion that he's safe, which means you've helped him out. Sort of. And we're that much closer to home. You've headed down the path of dreams. Unfortunately for you, Pelagius suffered night terrors from a young age. All you need to do is find something to wake our poor Pelagius up, You'll find his terrors easy to repel, but persistent. You've headed down the path of dreams. Unfortunately for you, Pelagius suffered night terrors from a young age. All you need to do is find something to wake our poor Pelagius up. You'll find his terrors easy to repel, but persistent. That's something to crow about. With Pelagius up and about, you're moving right along. We'll both be home in no time. Do you mind? I'm busy doing the fish stick. It's a very delicate state of mind.
No more night terrors, and no more paranoia.
Ah, so now, my dear Pelagius can hate himself for being legitimately afraid of things that actually threaten his existence. But only during the day. Honestly, I can't keep up. But by all means, don't stop now! Wonderfully done! Pelagius is finally ready to love himself and continue hating him. Do you mind? I'm busy doing the fish stick. It's a very delicate state of mind.
I've done it. I fixed Pelagius' mind.
Fixed is such a subjective term. I think treated is far more appropriate, don't you? Like one does to a rash or an arrow in the face. Ah, but no matter. Heartless mortal that you are, you've actually succeeded and survived. I am first to honor my end of the bargain. So, congratulations. You're free to go. I have been known to change my mind. So, go. Really. Pelagius Septim III, once the mad Emperor of Tamriel, now so boringly sane. I always knew he had it in him. Well, I suppose it's back to the Shivering Isles. The trouble Haskell can get into while I'm gone simply boggles the mind. Let's make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Clothes, check. Beard, check. Luggage. Luggage. Ah, where did I leave my luggage?
Master, you've taken me back.
Busy.
Does this mean we're going home? I can't wait to.
Yes, yes, that's quite enough celebration. Let's send you ahead, shall we? As for you, a little mortal minion, feel free to keep the Wabbajack as a symbol of my... I'll just take the damn thing. You take care of yourself now. And if you ever find yourself up in New Sheo, do look me up. We can share a strawberry tart. Ha ha! Ta-ta!
Still here. I am at your command. You lead, I'll follow.
Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed, and my working days are done.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend.
What have you got for sale?
Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
I'd like to rent a room.
Are you joking? You just rented a room for me. Remember the Winking Skeever next time your foot's sore.
I tell you, the Dragonborn comes with a voice-wielding power of the ancient Nord art. Believe the Dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware, beware, the Dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed.
If you're looking for opportunities to make some coin, well, I'm your man.
Oh, what delight. Another chunk. Take a look.
The necklace of flame suppression increases fire resistance by 50%, and the necklace of fire abatement increases fire resistance by 60%. I just bought this one. I'm going to sell this one, my old one. This one I think is better than my current ring of archery. The current ring does 13%, this one does 15%. So now she has a lot of money, I can sell her things.
Finally.
Fresh fish. Fresh fish.
Apples, tomatoes, leeks, and cabbages. Pardon me. Papa says I won't see Rob here anymore. But you wouldn't tell me why not.
It's been my honor to perform at the Blue Palace on many occasions. His late lordship was quite the admirer.
My papa says I'm a gregarious. Just like him. He says it means smart. But my brother says he's wrong.
What do you need?
If you're heading to the Blue Palace, you might want to rethink that outfit.
Elsa's love the outfit. She'll be placing an order soon.
That's wonderful. You've done us a great service. As promised, the outfit is yours, and here's something for your trouble. Remember Radiant Raiment when you need a change of attire.
I guess I go northeast here and put out the fire in the Solitude Lighthouse.
If you ever want to replace those old rags, stop by Radiant Raiment.
Hi there.
You know, you've got a certain fire in your eyes. Just like my Beerend. Please, feel free to look around. We've got a bit of everything.
What have you got for sale?
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Come back to bits and pieces anytime.
got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. I hope your parents are proud of you. They have a lot of reason to be.
What have you got for sale?
So you're interested in my potions and ingredients? Don't forget me next time you need herbs and potions.
You were there for Rogvir's execution.
How do you take your mind off something like that?
Most people head over to the Winking Skeever. If you're not interested in music or drink, you can at least talk to Corpulus. He can fill you in on any of the latest gossip.
Nasty bit of business, Rogvir's execution.
Perhaps, but necessary. As you know, my cousin Fura died out there fighting for us. She wouldn't have had to if it weren't for Rogvir. Thank you for helping my aunt earlier. I'll see you around.
Ah, welcome to Angela's Aromatics. Can I help you with some herbal needs? Vivienne, could you check out supplies of mandrake root?
Which one is that again?
It's the root that...
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
I'm just going to go northeast to the lighthouse.
What business do college mages have in a place like Sarthal anyway? It's a place for naught. Dead, not your weird experiments.
I think there's some way out. Some other way out of the city that takes me closer there. Because I walked out from there before. Here, maybe.
If you're heading to the Blue Palace, you might want to rethink that outfit.
Fresh fish. Fresh fish.
That's the lighthouse, I believe. I return now to Jari Raw. He's down here.
Fresh fish, straight from the fjords.
Hey, wanna play tag?
You're that mage from the college, right? Here things have finally calmed down over there. Hail, summoner. Conjure me up a warm bed, would you?